Be me, 23, wizard level KHV, never even held hands with a girl. Terminally online. My best relationship is with my Steam library. Doom scrolling r/lonely at 2 AM because I have nothing better to do. See some chicks post about how she has no friends, just wants someone to talk to. Profile says she's in my city, hesitate for like 10 minutes, finally message her. Hey, saw your post, I get it. If you ever want to talk, I'm around. Instantly regret it. She's never going to respond. I look like a desperate loser. She replies in less than a minute. WTF.jpg. We start messaging. She's actually funny, weird. Talk about video games, movies, music, all the usual shit. Stalk each other's Reddits to find stuff in common. Spend an hour just talking about our favourite builds and dumb moments from playing. After a few days, she asks if I have Discord. Say yes, obviously. Add her. Start chatting there every day. She always messages first, which makes me feel weirdly good. We talk about everything. She vents to me sometimes about feeling lonely and depressed. Relatable.exe. We start gaming together. Borderlands 2. Calls me a bot. After like 2 weeks, she brings up calling. Brain instantly goes into panic mode. Never talked to a girl over voice before, let alone one I actually like. Try to play it cool. Yeah, sure, that'd be fun. Immediately regret saying it. The moment comes, she calls. Stare at my screen like it's an Elden Ring boss fight. Deep breath. Answer. Hey. Voice cracks like I'm going through puberty again. She giggles, says hi back. Her voice is soft, kinda cute, not what I expected. Hands are shaking, feel like I'm gonna throw up. First few minutes are brutal. Awkward pauses, nervous laughter. My brain buffering at every question she asks. Somehow she keeps the conversation going. Eventually start to relax, stop overthinking. An hour flies by without realizing. This becomes a thing. Calls get longer, nervousness fades. We start gaming together almost every night. Late night CSGO matches, talking about dumb internet shit. Sending each other memes. One night, she casually drops that she has a cream pie fetish. Brain blue screens. Panic, try to act unfazed. Oh, cool. She laughs, calls me innocent. Shame.exe. Eventually, we start video calling. She's not exactly what I imagined. Round face, kinda chubby, pretty average looking. But I don't care. Never had this kind of connection with a girl before. Just happy someone actually wants to talk to me. This goes on for months. She vents to me a lot. Talks about how she hates her life, her dad and stepmom suck. Hasn't had a job in 2 years. Always complaining about shit. I try to help, give advice. She immediately shoots down every suggestion with a million excuses. Finally we decide to meet up in person. Hug is kinda awkward but nice. We hang out, she's more shy in person, but we still get along. End up at her place. Her dad and stepmom just stare at me like I'm making a mistake. Her room is a mess. We hook up that night. I actually lost my virginity. Felt amazing, no regrets. This becomes a routine. Hanging out 3 to 4 times a week. Always at her place since she doesn't have a car. Don't even mind. Enjoy spending time with her. She always tries to pay her half when we go out, but she's broke. Respect the effort at least. But after a while, the magic fades. Everything starts feeling like a chore. She's always venting, always negative. Still no job. Refuses to even try. Makes excuses for everything. Starting to get turned off, but don't know how to bring it up. Start seeing her less. She notices, starts acting clingy and desperate. Offers to take a 2-hour bus ride just to see me. Tell her I'm busy, she doesn't take it well. Her texts start getting angrier. One day she's begging me to come over. The next she's sending walls of angry messages. Realize I made a massive mistake. Was just so desperate for female attention that I ignored every red flag. Try to break things off gently. She cries, says she understands. Think I'm finally free. That night she spam calls me on Discord until I answer. I answer but just get yelled at. Goes on for a bit. I think if I block her, she'll slowly get over me. But that's when it really starts. She shows up at my job, leaves notes with my coworkers, pretends to be my sister just to see me. First time I see her standing there, my stomach drops. Acts like everything's fine, like we're still together. Tell her I'm working. She flips and starts yelling at me in the middle of my workplace. Manager tells her to leave. I'm beyond embarrassed. This happens multiple times. Manager tells me I have to get it under control. Can't bring my personal life into work. Then she shows up at my house. Tells me she just wants to talk. Tell her if she doesn't leave, I'll get a restraining order. She finally backs off. Think I'm in the clear. 2 months later, she messages me on Reddit. Says she's pregnant. Brain completely shuts down. Says the antibiotics she was taking made her birth control ineffective. 50-50 on if she's lying, but I feel like my life is over. She asked to meet up and talk. Go to her place. Walk past her dad and stepmom, who just look at me like I'm the dumbest person alive. Get to her room, She immediately starts crying, admits she lied, just wanted to see me again. Anger and relief hit me at the same time. Tell her how much she's ruined my life. Somehow we both calm down. One thing leads to another. We hook up again. It's the best sex we've ever had. Post-nut clarity hits like a truck. Feel sick, get out of there as fast as I can. She messages me again. I finally cut her off for good. No more contact. For the next 3 months, live in paranoia that she'll show up again. She never does. Sometimes late at night, I think about messaging her. Kind of miss her. That feel when no crazy obsessive Reddit girl to ruin my life again. Back to boring.